Good afternoon, everybody. We got prime time. Number 9, Coastal Carolina at number 8, Oregon. 15 DH. The man showing you prime time. Both teams are horrible. This is why it's prime time. But I think Oregon, they have most of their team back. They have Crawfish Dealer, who was a top tight end. He's back. He's rocking MF Doom. I don't think, and they got Hinged, another top receiver, which this could be a Hinge revenge game because Hinge was the starting wide receiver for Coastal Carolina at the start of the year. But sadly, Oregon doesn't have a quarterback. So does Carolina. They don't got a quarterback either. So we're about to see this game. Unless Capri somehow makes in, but that's still not a quarterback either. Both teams do not have a quarterback. Unless somehow Johnny comes out of retirement, or this is going to be a. I'm saying both teams are going to have 4 interceptions. Maybe both teams will have 4 picks, which will seem like it because both teams aren't that good. I say I'm going to have to give it to Coastal. They're technically the better team. They have a better resume. They beat Alabama. They played NC State. They played Notre Dame. They played Syracuse. They played Rice. Ooh, well, are you playing for Oregon, Capri? Because that's the only reason you would say that. Are you playing for Oregon? That's like the only difference maker.
No, I went back to Notre.
Oh, you went back to Notre Dame. So, yeah, they're going to lose. Oregon's losing then.
My HB Kalen is on Oregon too.
I know, but you know N8's on Oregon. I think so. He's either on Coastal or Oregon. I've seen him spawn in the Oregon suit, so I think he's on Oregon. Hey, Johnny here, though. Still got an actual ref outfit on. When you're thinking about, these two games, prime time, number 9 at the number 8. Hold on, let me change it to playoff. You're going to think Oregon is the better team here, and I think not. I'm saying Coastal, they're the better team. They have the better resume. They are the best team.
Oregon might actually get a smooth 60 put on them.
I don't know about that, Capri. I don't see Oregon scoring 60 points, let alone 20 points. I say this is going to be definitely a field goal game. I'll have Coastal Carolina winning it probably 17 to, I don't know, 9. 17 to 9. I see Oregon just going down the field.
No, Oregon is gone get blown Lud. Out.
I don't think that's not a blowout, losing 17 to 9. I see Coastal scoring 17. That's cool. And Oregon scoring 9. I think if Oregon gets into the red zone, they're not going to do nothing against Coastal's defense unless, let's see what Crawfish Dealer can do, Crawfish Dealer he's probably one of my favorite tight ends. He's probably the guy for Oregon. But Oregon, they're coming all in the all blacks today. Yeah, but both these teams, whoever wins this game is getting second rounded. I believe the winner out of this game plays Syracuse, and it's over. But they get to have a bowl win on their chest, on their plate. That's Tokyo. What? Oh, that's midnight. Never mind. That's midnight. It's like wrong game. Midnight. Oh, midnight, bro. Bro, Waffle, bro, is on that type of timing, bro. He he won't let people update his streamers, man. Just put in a ticket, man. Yeah, but this is a prime time game. Even though these are probably the best teams other than Alabama in Oklahoma State. That's probably going to be the best matchup out of everybody here, most likely. Too bad Alabama did not make their conference championship. They lost to Auburn, got blown out. There could be an upset implication with the Oklahoma State game. We will see. This game could be median. It could be really the game. Whoever wins this game will be whoever throws the less amount of picks will win this ball game. I'm gonna call it right now. Bet it. Both teams is gonna at least throw 4 picks in this game, unless because defense sucks too, or there's gonna be 4 picks dropped for both teams. I wouldn't be surprised either. And yeah, Washington and Tennessee game. That game is gonna be horrible too. Washington will be putting a offensive lineman at quarterback today. Is what I've been got news of. But there's not a lot of Coastal Carolina people on the side on their side of the field. Wow. Guys, this is a first, right? I am not lagging on Waffle server. I don't know if Waffle fixes Wi-Fi or what, but man, this is crazy. Yeah, but put it down in the comments, man. Who you guys got winning? Coastal Carolina or Oregon? I will be going on pause right before kickoff.
I believe in Coach Hall.
We all believe in Coach Hall. He got his first Big Ten win, but the best coach, man. Coach Hall might come play for me next season. down, but I believe there is going to be a flag. Too many men on the field. It'd be a re-kick. Take us up away again. Let's see who's going to be the quarterback today. They do have N8. I did see N8 on the sideline for Oregon. So they have a top running back. I think N8 was just trying to find a team to be in the playoffs with since Colorado is not in the playoffs. Yeah. MF Doom at tight end. That's Crawfish Dealer. That's their best guy. Their best receiving threat is that tight end. If the quarterback wants to win the game, you give it to Crawfish Dealer.
Their QB is Kalen Lego.
Kalen Lego. That's their quarterback, Capri. Yo, Capri, are you reffing this game?
Just Kalen. Also no.
Bro, that's crazy, though.
I'm EDRN.
You know what's crazy, though, Capri, bro? It's crazy how I've been the only one streaming the main season games, and then once playoff comes around, bro, now people want to stream. Bro, there'd be times, bro, I have to stream 2 games at once. Every quarter, I had to switch to a different game and stream it. And we'll be starting. And the streamer's not even streaming it for real. They're not even on stream themselves, bro. They're on Waffles screen. But then they on Waffles screen share, man. They're not even streaming it on their own stuff themselves. Kalen's going to his left. He could just run it here. Looking right up, he is going to run it. Get some yards. And 9. Gets 9. Almost gets it. Tries to dive for it. Kalen hands it off to N8. Gets that first down. You love to see it. Kalen goes into that out route. There we go. Oregon's moving up the field, but Coastal has a top 5 red zone defense in the server. Throws it up the middle, though. Looks like Oregon might have a quarterback. Coach Hall has been doing some recruiting. That's why they have this much team. They were just signing guys before the transfer portal closed. Kalen going to his left, looking. Pump fakes. D-line's closing in on him. Gets rid of it. Could be intercepted here. Bad down, but it's a touchdown to Oregon. Wow. Oh, my God. Lucky touchdown for Oregon. You love to see it, man. You see just Kalen, he's going to his left, looking, then has to go back right, even though he had an open pocket to the left. But D-line was just closing in on him. He had to just get rid of it. Open guy in the middle, he could just hit him before anybody else, but just throws it to him. It's a lucky call, a lucky pass, lucky everything. You love to see it. Would not be surprised to do a direct snap to N8. It will catch Coastal off guard here.
Kalen doesn't even play QB anymore now.
Yep, and they do a screen too in 8, and he gets that 2-point, and it's good. So they got a they have an ex quarterback that switched to wide receiver as their quarterback. Capri is what you're saying. Let's see what this Coastal team is looking like. Who is the quarterback right now? Gets tackled down. Because it's not PJ. I never seen Twilight at quarterback, but you know who they do have at running back? The GOAT, the myth, the legend himself, Heisman. Heisman came out of retirement. What? Heisman has came out of retirement. Man, oh man. This running back right here, if he was playing on Syracuse, he would have the same amount of yards or more than Camey himself. This is how good this guy is. He can catch, hit, stick, everything in the above, man. Waffle ain't here.
He's the type of RB you want.
Yeah, he is the type of. That's why I want him to play for me next season. But I guess he just doesn't want to play. Is what Johnny told me, and most definitely. But we have PC3. PC3 is like a mixed copy of him. I'll say minus the hit sticking part, but he can do it all too. We're trying to get Henny, and we do have NA. NA will be playing for us next season. Still looking for players. We got a lot of roster spots. We're going to own the Big Ten next season. Our secondary's looking good. Our defensive line's looking good. Really, I might be just scouting this Oregon team and this Coastal team since they're not going to be teams next season. Yeah, we've been waiting for an ungame lock so they can get their players back in here. We're going to put 30 seconds left on the clock, man. Start the game. Hey, Capri, who is this Coastal quarterback? Oh, he's going to his right. Instant. The Rekuto. Never heard of him, but he gets a great pass. 9 yards to Heisman. So both teams have quarterbacks. Oh. So he's a playoff guy. He led them to playoff wins. See what Rekuto can do. If Rekuto plays good, Capri, you might watch out for your spot, man. Yeah, Capri, I need you to get out the slump, man, because if you don't, bro, You not starting, bro. Gets it to his tight end. Gets that first down. And Coastal, they're the type of team, they're going to run a lot of plays on their drive. They're going to run 15-play drives. They're going to run out the clock, and that's what they're doing right now is running out the clock and just keeping the ball out of Oregon's hands. That's usually how they upset teams.
I've been on practical basketball too much.
Receivers, like that, why would you go up for that ball? It's going to be illegal touching. That just puts your team back. You could just let it go out of bounds. You'd rather have a 2nd and 10 than a 2nd and 15. And yeah, Capri, bro. On God, man. We're making our team. Nah, do that, bro. Get to the way. Tries to get on the out route, but it's 3rd and 15. Coach Hall's locking in. He wants to, even though it doesn't matter who wins this game. I call this the toilet bowl. I'm really ready for that Oklahoma State versus Alabama game. Rakudo going to his left. Throws it. Gets it to that wide out. And they can go for it. It's 4th and 4. So they will be able to go for it. And they're wasting time. They're just going to keep hiking it under that 15-second mark. I hope so. We got 2 good running backs, PC3 and Heisman. I mean PC3 and Nate. And we got a receiving core. But, we need tight ends. We got a guy who is top 5 in tight ends, but I want JH. And Rakudo's going to keep running it here. Jumps over. Gets 6 yards.
Both of these kids are trying to lose.
I know. But look at what Coastal. I told everybody they're going to have long drives. They're just going to keep hiking the ball once it goes under 15. Yeah, Syracuse. They're just making it a long game so Syracuse don't beat them. Throws a deep ball, open guy. Touchdown, Coastal. That's just a blown coverage. Let's look back at this on the replay footage. If we get to it, okay. Rakudo's going to his left. You see that receiver on that fade route. The safety goes over the top to help with the seam, and that DB thought he was over the top because he's got to cover the flats. And it's just a broken coverage. And they're running that deep corner route, the deep corner on the right instead of the left, where you have more receivers out. You have a tight end on the left. They decided to run that deep corner. On the right, they decided to run the deep corner on the right instead of running the flat corner on the better quarterback. They know they don't have, certain guys like that type of defense. They know their defense is a little routed up right now, so they have to. And it's batted down. Great play. They have to just keep the ball out of Oregon's hands. And if you do that, it can put Oregon, even if you keep the ball out of their hands and punt it, and you have them in between the 10, that's a win on your side because they're going to punt it back, and you're going to be back in field position. But Oregon gets sacked here. Man, 3rd and 15. You love to see it. All right, Galen looking, going to his right, going back to the middle of the field, surveying the field. Sees a deep ball. It's incomplete. Wow. Great play by the DB. Kalen just maybe put it more in front, but he will have to punt it off. And seeing with this punt rule, and you're going to always want to go for it, it's better to take the check down on a 3rd and long so you can just go for it. Because look at this huge return here. Yeah, but I told you, Capri, Coastal is the better team. They have the better resume. All their losses, most of their losses have been between top teams. In the server, he throws it to Heisman, but it's broken up by the cornerback, the slot corner. Then there's going to be 2 seconds left in the quarter. Oregon's up 8-6. But also, if I'm Coastal here, you got to convert these 2 points. Your Coastal's, I believe they are the second team that's worse in converting 2-point conversions. The first team being Alabama. So you got to convert these if you want to win the game. Because Oregon, they can convert them. They have a tight end. They have a running back who's good in the red zone, can get open. This receiver gets those yards, 9 yards on the screenplay. A player from the sideline says, Hall, put me in. Recudo going to his right. Two offensive linemen is AFK. Recudo throws it on the corner, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 1. I say get the ball to N8. That's your guy right here. He's a red zone running back. He's a receiving back. You can get him to it. Well, they're coming in. They want to stop that. They have safeties in. You could probably draw up a shot play here. Yeah, draw it up. It's gonna be. They're wasting time for it. There you go. That's gonna be a mismatch every time. That DB can't guard him. But also they let it go down to 1, but the clock was not running. But Oregon, they did have some close games against good opponents. They just can't win it. And that's why I say Coastal has a better resume. Throws it on the rope, Recudo. Wow, you gotta catch that. That's a good ball. Recudo going to his right, looking. Oh no. It nearly intercepted. You gotta catch that ball. 3rd and long here. They need 10 yards. Really, all you need is 6 yards. Don't take the deep shot. Take that check down if you can. Now right there, hit that check, hit the check, Recudo. Hit the check. Wow. They can go for it, but man, hitting that to the tight end, that would have got you a first down. They can go for it. They don't have to go for a field goal. It's a 4th and 5. I guess they will be kicking it. Coastal is a field goal team. But they can still go for it. I wouldn't. They're going to let the clock go out, too, and get the ball up. And they did not get a field goal blocked for the first time. It's a close matchup right here. There's a big convoy. Can he get there? He might be able to. Makes another man miss and gets chopped down. They're past the 50. Great return by Oregon. Direct snap to N8. That's what you want right there. Gets 8 yards. If I'm Coastal here, you want to force a turnover. Gets another direct snap to N8, and it's a huge yard burst. But Coastal, you need some type of turnover or make them go for it on 4th down. I think you maybe can get a blocked field goal, though. Oregon does not have any field goal attempts at all this season. Again, that's a touchdown. Wow, touchdown to Oregon. Let's see this replay footage. Brought to you by Cast Cam. Throws it to a guy on the sit route. He just hurls that guy. He hurls Heisman. He's a little baby. And Coastal, you gotta make some tackles here. Now, Coastal, you would like for them not to get this. And they do stop him, but it's a ball destroy, so it'll be a redo. All right, Kalen going to his left, looking, throws it up too high. And that's a win for Coastal right there, because you can move up the field. Coastal, they can really have a long drive, score a touchdown, and it'll probably be a minute left on the clock. Let's check the stats. Rakudo going 9 for 15, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. Kalen.X. Kalen has only threw the ball 6 times. 65 yards, 2 touchdowns, and sacked once. You see it, right? Oregon has these long drives to the point a quarterback is not supposed to have 6. And let's look at the rushing here. NA only has 4 rushing attempts. So in the total, they have only done stuff with the ball 10 times this game. You got to put that in perspective there. With the sack, adding the sack, adding the sack, and 11. They only have 11 snaps. And he gets sacked again by this defense. Never mind, it's a sack glitch. But yeah, Oregon, they only have had 11 snaps. That is crazy to think about. 11 snaps by Oregon. They only snapped the ball 11 times. 6 passing attempts, 1 sack, 4 rushing yards. 1 sack, 4 rushing yards. That puts it as a 11 times, 11 downs. And that's what Coastal is being good at. They're just wasting time. Now, Rakudo, you got to get rid of the football. You got to find somebody here, Rakudo. Throws it, gets rid of it. It's going to be a 2nd and 15. Rakudo going to his right, looking for a guy. What has he got? Throws it up down the seam, and it's caught, and there's nobody in there. Broken tackles. 30, 25, 20, 15. Can they get him? They do. They stop him at the 13-yard line. Nope, 12-yard line. Rakudo. What he got? Looking, throwing a corner fade, and it's caught. Touchdown, Coastal. And you would have, if you're Coastal here, maybe try to run out the clock. But throwing that corner fade wasn't a bad idea. You caught that. It's a mismatch every time. They're double teaming your guy. The safety's not helping the corner. They're running mismatch coverage to that side. They keep running a deep man to that side. It should be a whole different type of coverage here. You gotta run your 3 high help on that side instead of this side. It was picked up no good. We'll see they'll do a redo here. Yep, they will. Runco still here. Get this 2-point. I don't see Oregon scoring. I can't see him score more than 20 points. And Coastal, you can get to that 27 mark. It's going to be a legal man downfield. Wow. Yeah, if you're Coastal, though, if you score a touchdown, you get 2 point, you're winning this game. Just looking at the averages for Oregon's games, they're not a team to score that many points. But if you're going to keep having returns like this, like, man. Let's see this Oregon offense come out. 10 seconds into 2-minute warning. You wonder what they can do. What can Kalen do? He has only run 11 plays before that drive. Went 3 and out. So, yeah, 14 plays has only been ran with this offense, with Recruito bypassing that. Recruit has thrown the ball 18 times. He has had more attempts passing than they had downs played. And that's horrible. He has, look at statistics again. He has almost as much completions than downs they played. So that really shows how much Coastal Carolina has been running out the clock against Oregon to try to win this game. And that's what you want to do, especially in these playoff games. Awards are already over. Now you got to worry about winning. You got to worry about just getting over the hump, just playing winning football. You can get to the national championship playing all conservative, then Natty, you got to start playing aggressive. Now, that's what I think that change will be. I think every team is going to play conservative. They're going to play try not to lose and just win it. Unless game's on the line, don't play try not to lose. You got to try to win. All right, Kalen going to his left. Gets it. Tries to get it to his tight end Crawfish. You know, we might make a joke in one of these quarters about Kalen. Kalen going to his right, the free safety. But you can't do that as a free safety. And he runs it, but there was an open guy. He was beating the corner. But they get past the 50. 3rd and 1 here. You're Coastal. You want a sack. You still have your 3 timeouts. Coastal has already used up a timeout. You want to get a sack. See what Kalen got. Yep, he's going to give it to NA. You got to tackle for a loss. Now he gets that first down and more, way more. You know, yeah, Coastal, if they start running down the clock, now you got to start calling timeouts so you can get the ball back. Got snap to NA, and he stopped. But sometimes, and since this is not real football, them wasting this time can work in your favor because they won't score. They will have a 4th down and goal, and they just won't score. Or they will just run out of time. They throw an incompletion. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 here. So, Oregon, you want to convert this. And I think the only reason Oregon's 8th rank is because they won the Big Ten Championship. Kalen going to his right, searching the field. What does he want? Gets rid of it, and it's caught. But it's a fumble, and it's picked up. Wow. Coastal Carolina with the clutch plays, clutch downs. The receiver makes a great catch, but he just boomsticks him. I don't know. If I'm a Oregon, I would try to challenge that, see if he had possession of it. I feel like he didn't have possession of it. When he got down, that could have just been a broken up ball. You got to have a certain amount of time to have full possession. I would challenge it. But it looks like if they don't challenge it before the play gets called, it's a sub timeout. You could do a challenge timeout right now. So I don't know. Let's check them out. I'm going to check on my own replay. I'm going to check right now and see. Gets it to him. I don't know. That might not be a fumble. I'm looking at it on the replay. That might not be a fumble. That might just be a broken ball. He did not have possession of the ball enough time for it to be a fumble. You know, the same thing happened against Ohio State versus Clemson in the playoffs in 2019. So I don't think that is a fumble. But, keep playing. They did not call a timeout or challenge it. And that's why we need a New York. We gotta send it to New York. We need a New York, like a challenging refs. Barracuda gets rid of it, gets it to Heisman. Gets 9 yards. Clock is still going. Barracuda gets rid of it. What is the tight end doing? Does he even want to play football? Man, you gotta make those plays. You gotta make plays. This is a playoff game. You gotta want to win. Barracuda gets rid of it to his wide receiver. Gets that first down, but the clock is still going. You gotta call your timeouts. Get out of bounds. You gotta call a timeout. There you go. But seeing like these players, they don't know football. You gotta know when you make a huge play. You got guys about to tackle you. You can't just try to go get more plays and basically get a tackle. You gotta get out of bounds so you can keep your timeouts left. Rakudo going to his left. Defensive lineman's already closing in. Gets rid of it up the seam. And the left side is going to keep being open. You got to keep hitting him. Rakudo searching the field. Gets it to a receiver. That's going to be the end of the game. Incomplete pass. Yeah, it's just, I don't know who runs Coastal or runs Oregon, but I know who runs Oregon, but both teams lack football knowledge. This could be losing their game. Kalen has only thrown the ball 9 times. That's horrible, Coach Hall. Especially when Coastal there are a gunslinging team. Stop calling subs. You have 20 people and you keep calling these subs. Man, maybe they have to just go AFK. Alright, now we have 2 MF Dooms. Rakudo searching, gets it to running back Heisman, gets 8 yards. See Rakudo there? He stepped up in the pocket, delivered a pass, pressure right in front of him, gets it to his check down, gets 8 yards. And now they're just running up the clock. That's what you want to do. And if I'm them, I would try this against Syracuse. Even if you play like this against Syracuse and still lose, Syracuse is not scoring over 23 points. I'm calling it. They're not going to score over 23 points if you play like this and just waste time. They're going to waste time even if they stop the clock. They're going to waste your time. And I like this new revamp thing, what they're doing with Coastal. Rakudo going to his right, searching the field. Steps up, and it's nearly intercepted. Wow. The linebacker, he got to make a play, but he was typing, let me play D-line while the ball was coming. Why is he playing out? Why is he playing corner as a linebacker? I mean, they have safety help on that side. They're running cover 2. They're running seam cover 2. I don't know why. What's going on? Yep, now they're running the right coverage on the right sides. Rakudo, you gotta get rid of the football. You're gonna get sacked. He does get rid of it. Yeah, smart thing is a 4th and 1. You can still go for it. You have Heisman. Hand him that ball. He's getting through there. Yeah, holes open. There's only 1 D lineman. No, where you at? Well, come on. D line's already closing in on you. And it's a padded ball and it's going to be picked up. Play calling, man. Play calling. Literally, there was only one D lineman up the middle. Direct snap to Heisman. It's over. And it's situational football here. And they're not playing it. And I can give Oregon the right to come back. But you guys see 2 minutes went off the clock and they just made a turnover. They wasted 2 minutes on their first drive. That is crazy. Kalen going to his right. Searching field. What does he got? D-line. And it's caught by the receiver. And he might be gone. He has blockers. A convoy to the 5. Touchdown Oregon. They have taken this lead back in the third quarter. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. All right, let's get into this receiver. You guys got to make tackles. And it's really just the football awareness. Oregon would not have scored if you guys did not run that football. You know, but there has been 2 fumbles today. I thought there was going to be an interception game, but the defense has been dropping interceptions, so it's not looking good, you know. But, you know, this is still a ball game. Rakudo going to his left. D-line is just closing in onto him. But he gets into that receiver. Let's see what playoff magic Coastal can put up here. They're gonna waste time again. Ball under 15 seconds. Yep, there you go. Oh my God, up the seam, wide open. Tight end, you gotta make the play. No, this is a independent versus Big Ten. We'll see who's the tougher conference here. Rakudo going to his right, open guy. He catches it, boom sticks him. They get that first down, and they're gonna waste time once again. Rakudo going to his left. Searching the field. Oh man, Rakudo. The receiver just saved the interception. Hey Capri, you said this guy led Coastal to a natty last season? I don't think so, man. They're telling me this guy led Coastal to a natty last season. And he just gets rid of it. Gonna be a 2nd and 10. Is there a penalty? Yep, holding. This could push him out of field goal range. Rakudo, smart plays. Especially you guys are trying to waste time. Take your checkdowns. That's the biggest time waster ever. They're going to get it down to 2 minutes. Will they hike it? Yes, they will. Got to hit your checkdowns if you don't waste time, and he does hit it on that under route. They get a 3rd and 3 here. I say run the ball. Get the ball to Heisman. Let him get a play. Let him make something happen. Yep, and he does get him, but he gets stuffed. 4th and 3. They can go for it. Yes, they will. Might run the ball, man. You can't just hand. It got to be a direct snap to Heisman. There's Rakulo got. Beeline's already rushing in on him. Gets it to Heisman, though. That's what you want to see. And the drive will keep going on. Rakulo going to his right. Searching. Gets an open guy up the seam. Oh my god. It'll bounce back. Nearly could have been intercepted, but too bad Heisman's a running back because he would catch that if he was on the receiver build. I think so. Oh my god, open guy. You gotta make this catch. And he does. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they have retaken back the lead with 37 seconds left of the half of the quarter. Let's see this on the replay here. Rakulo's going to the left. Another one-on-one broken coverage. 2 safeties are covering on the seam. They're not playing your defense. And as a middle seam safety, you want to play in between those 2 guys. You have a guy over the middle. Help. You have a guy who's going to be covering that flat route. So that's not him. That's you, safety. You can't be covering that seam. And there's a fumble. They get it back. Wow. But, most of these people, probably hasn't played high school football where cover 3 is probably the most friend thing. So you're going to know it from the back of your head. Cover 3, cover 3. Me personally, it was cover 4 I knew, man. Cover 4, can run that every day. Lock up any defense in cover 4 and go quarters, But same thing with cover 3. You just got to keep everything in front. Don't fight on it. Incomplete. Catches it out of bounds. 15 seconds left. 2nd and 10. And this is why this is a primetime game. This is going to be the closest matchup today. Said it could come down to a field goal. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. 6 seconds left. Kalen, what's he got? Got to convert this 3rd and 10. No, they might sack him here. And they do, and it's a safety. And it's going to be 25-20. There you go, Coastal. This D-line finally got to him again. And this Coastal D-line, they're decent. It's a decent D-line. And he just kept pump faking. Just get rid of the football. You'd rather punt it and have a safety. They tackle him. He's 4-40. Hey, Kudo. Searching. Gets to that wide receiver and instantly tackle it down. Rakudo searching. Gets into that wide receiver. They're having a clutch moment right now. They're not wasting any time. They want to score. They're getting back on the ball. Hurry up defense. There you go. See what Rakudo got. Just have an open run lane, but no. Oregon sacks him. Big play by Oregon here. Pushing them way back. I'll say just take checkdowns. Runs after catches is very high for this team. You don't want to punt it back to them. Or have an incompletion. And it's going to be a holding penalty. They're going to decline it. Yeah, you don't want there to be incompletion where you don't waste time. He's saying you're getting benched, stop talking. Wow. See what Rakudo got. Gets rid of it. Oh, man. It's intercepted. Wow. Looking at it. Let's look at this play on the replay. Rakudo, usually the play's open on that scene. There's a guy open underneath. And he just... His first interception of the day, but... You don't want to throw that, Rakudo. You're giving them in prime position. They're down by 6 to win it. With 4 minutes left, they can waste time themselves and score. Or could make it a field goal game. They still have their 3 timeouts, too, if you stop them. You got to make some big plays happen with this D-line. And he might get there. Oh, man. They're closing in. You got to get rid of football, and he does. Quarterbacks, I think they're wasting time trying to find guys open rather than just throwing away anyway. Throw it away quicker so you can get back in your drive so you don't waste any time. Kalen's going to run it. And Kalen was scrambling great in the first quarter. I think they got to go back to that. Him and Rakudo has to go back to using their legs in this game because that can decide who wins. Yeah, but they give the ball to N8. He could pass here. Will he pass? Yes, he will. Gets it to Crawfish himself. First catch of the game by Crawfish. One of my favorite tight ends. Wow. You like that trickery. And they give that ball to N8. And he gets that first down. Kalen going to his right. Searching. Throws an open guy. Incomplete. It's going to be 2:58 left on the clock. This could be the live drive. You never know. If I'm Oregon here, you want to take your checkdowns. Take your checkdowns. Have them get at least 5 yards. And just let the clock go out. Don't let them score too quickly. Try not to leave seconds on the clock. Because you doing this, Coastal's been wasting time. If you guys score, Coastal can just go down the field and do something here, and you don't want to get sacked here. He just gets rid of it. It's intercepted. Great play by this defensive back. Wow, Kalen's going to his left. He just throws it. The guy beat him. He really did beat him. But it's just great play. He just couldn't make the play as a receiver, but you had him cooked. And that's what you want by Coastal. This could be ball game. As they start giving the ball to Heisman now. Never mind. They could throw on the screen. Never mind. They throw on the wide receiver screen to the left. Why? You guys are Decision making comes way apart. The running back was wide open. Nobody was there. You would have got the first down. Would have helped you out even more. Wasted more time for you. He got instantly tackled down when he caught it. And if you're Coastal here, you force them to a 2nd and 8. You should have called a timeout. Never mind. It's gonna be a 3rd and 8 now. But it's gonna be 2-minute warning. There you go. The game takes forever to show 2-minute warning. Why are you dropping the ball? All right, Rakudo going to his left, searching the field here. Throws it on the corner routes. Overthrown is going to be a 4th and 8 here. Are they going to go for it? I say punt it. No, they're going to go for it. I would send the punt unit out there if I was them. Oh, no, it's a fumble. Never mind, it's going to be a redo. I mean, he didn't catch the ball. I think plays like those should be fumbled, but, we'll see. Rakudo going to his left, searching the field, surveying it, throws it, seam route. Can he catch it? And he does. And there's nobody near him. And he could be gone. And no, he gets tackled by Turf. They converted a big play, man. This might be ball game. Or Coach Hall, call your timeouts. That's a big play. You're supposed to call your timeout. And Coach Hall's just letting them waste time. Like if you call timeouts, force them to a 4th down, they can kick a field goal and you still can tie it up. Wow, Coach Hall. Gets rid of football. Wow, but there's going to be a holding penalty. Yes, it will. It's a big play by the tight end. He finally caught the ball. But man, Coach Hall, you should have called a timeout. You had way more seconds on the clock. If you call your timeouts, it's forcing them to actually do the play instead of them wasting time. Rakudo could take that check down. If I was him, take it. There you go. Give it to Heisman, and he's going to get that first down and more, but there's going to probably another holding penalty, yes. But, hey, ref, that's a late holding penalty. Man. Very late. The ball wasn't even in the area when they called it. See what Rakudo can do. It gets it back to Heisman. That's what you want there. Boomsticks. Gets 9 yards. Coach Hall called you. There you go, Coach Hall. But you got to call it sooner. If I'm you, Coach Hall, I'm getting off the field and I'm going to be ready to call timeouts. Just the Syracuse showed you can call instant timeouts after a play, and that's what you want to do. You should have been calling timeouts at that minute 50 mark after that big play. But you want to force them. You want them a field goal. And he throws it. Oh, man. And it's caught. And he styles on them. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they're up 31-20. That might be ball game, guys. There'll be 50 zeros left. If you're Oregon here, you got to score, right? First, you got to stop 2-point conversion. If you don't stop it, your hopes is over. Your hopes is over. You still have 2 timeouts. What you want to do, your next drive, you want to be able to score in 2 plays, your next drive. That's what you want to do if you're Oregon. Score in 2 plays. You got to convert a 2-point conversion. Then kick an onside kick, get it, kick that field goal. But first thing you need to do is stop that 2-point, and they don't do it. And that's game. This will be game. Wow. And I think it'll be different. I think Oregon probably would have got a stop if they would have called their timeout sooner. Because they let Coastal just waste time. And this is another game lost by Coach Hall where he didn't call a timeout soon enough, didn't call him at the right time, and just ball knowledge of his team. That comes a long way. See, Kalen gets rid of it and it's tipped up. Ooh, it's intercepted, but I don't think that tech. Boom, tipped up, tip drill. He doesn't get it. His right arm touched out of bounds before. There's 50. They give him what? How are you going to give him 54 seconds on the clock? Yeah, well, just hike it. See this Oregon game right here. Gets rid of it. Who's right out? It's crazy how people question me on what team I'm choosing to win. I told y'all Coastal Carolina was winning this game. I stream all these games. I know these teams. I know they stat lines. I know what they're better at doing. Coastal Carolina is just a better team. Throw that deep ball to NA. What are you doing? And it's intercepted. Wow. Threw it too late, and that's ball game, guys. He's going to knee it out. And that should be over. Dang, Coach Hall. See you next season, man. Wonder if they're going to knee it out. Brett Kodo has proved that he's a better AD. Gets it to that running back. And wow, Heisman just, they can't stop him. And that's why I think he's a good running back. Look at that play that he just made. Oregon calls their last timeout. Now you want to use timeouts, Coach Hall. Got to play situational football, and they're going to put the backup quarterback in the game to knee it out, and the backup running back in the game. Victory formation. All right, Cooley might get sacked here. Cox is going down. It gets the backup running back, and that's going to be get ball game. And he gets the first down, and they have done it. Coastal Carolina has won their college football playoff game, and it will be playing the team, Syracuse. Oh, that's all she wrote, folks. Catch you guys later. We may be streaming a game later tonight. Let's see if